The second skill I would like to talk about is blocking. Please, coaches, parents, understand that the way our mind is created, when an object moves at us, our brain says move. They are scared in the beginning. Every catcher is. No one wants a ball to come and hit them. So meeting them where they're at is the fastest way to help your catcher grow. So in these progressions, if they revert back to lifting their head and trying to catch balls, just separate the steps, which I'll show you in just a second how you can modify them. But again, don't try to push them and say, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Meet them where they're at until they get comfortable, and I promise you'll get progress so much faster. I haven't put any catcher through these drills that hasn't become a better blocking catcher. So the first one is just learning glove work. So starting on your knees, right hand behind your left hand, glove out in front. Now, I get them to think about their belly button when they're pulling their glove in to absorb a ball into them, their belly button going through their spine in the back. So instead of thinking about slamming their chest down, they're pulling that tummy in into the sky, and now all of a sudden they're creating more of a space to control the ball, which is what we're trying to do. We're not trying to just stop it. We're trying to control it to then be able to make a play in a very fast game. So we're just going to start out in front, and they're going to feel their gloves stay on the ground. If you're throwing a ball at them, just try to land it nice and close to their glove. It'll go right into them, but I'm going to time pulling it into my belly button. Again, in front, pulling it into my belly button. You'll have in the beginning, some of them want to do this. If they do that, then just go ahead and have them pull stop and just watch the ball in. Pull stop, watch the ball in until they're comfortable allowing to bring it into them. The second one is just a glove up. We're working on following the ball down with our glove and then blocking. Our glove will always follow the ball. So we're not just slamming that glove back into us when we block. We're going to be following the ball, blocking behind our glove, absorbing it into us. So getting to understand it's a progression into the sequencing of our blocking. So glove up. Now when you throw that ball in, you'll see me go down, absorb the ball into me. Again, if they start to revert back, go ahead and have them go down, freeze, ball into you. Or you can even have them go down in this position and then pull it into them until they're comfortable going. From our feet, what we've got to understand with young catchers is they're wanting to push their hips forward and then their chest comes up, and it's very awkward and uncomfortable. As a softball catcher, we kick out. Baseball angles are different than softball angles. So baseball players can get away with a lot more of this than we can. We have a shorter distance between us and the pitcher, and our angles are different. So we kick out more than we would ever push forward. So it's really important to understand when I'm squatting, my weight is in my hips on my feet. So the first move I'm gonna make to be able to kick out is a hip move. So I'll drive my hips up in the back, and then I'll be able to kick my feet out from under me. So easiest way to get them to understand to do that, put a ball in front of them, right underneath, in between their knees. So for you guys, it looks like this to me. So right now my glove is actually in front of the ball, and now I'll get them to block, kick out and block behind the ball and absorb the ball in. Once they can actually kick out, then you can go ahead and add the third step into that progression. Be able to go down when you throw the ball into a block. Again, if they revert back, have them go ahead and block, hold, absorb the ball in. Block, hold, absorb the ball in. But I promise, meet them where they're at. Easiest way to get them to block, meet them where they're at. The second thing, after they start to become more comfortable with blocking, I like to do a 2-bounce drill. So I'm getting about 10 to 12 feet from them. I'm gonna bounce the ball where it bounces twice. Their goal is to land, we're working on timing of a block. Their goal is to land on the second bounce on their shins, on their knees, land on the second bounce before they pull the ball in. A lot of catchers will try to time the ball hitting them and landing at the same time, and that's not what we're doing. We're trying to get behind the ball before we absorb it into us to then make a play. So that 2-bounce drill, bounce 1, land 2, block, is really important to start understanding the timing of a block.